Hi, I'm Don Carr, and this is the Boss RC-300 loop station. The RC-300 is Boss's most powerful looper. It's really designed for performance. As you can see, you've got 3 individual tracks, so that's like 3 individual loopers all in one. As you saw in the intro, you can shut them off and on and control them individually. There are 99 memory slots, so you can take all the loops that you build across those 3 and cram them into one memory slot, and you've got 99 of those, and up to 3 hours of total recording time. In the intro, you heard the drum sounds. Those are generated by the rhythm guide. There's a lot of different patterns. You can set any tempo you want. You can set a variety of time signatures even. And there are also effects. There are 16 effects, in fact, that are assignable to each loop or the whole phrase itself. On the back panel, you can see there are a variety of inputs. You have an XLR, that's phantom powered, perfect for a microphone. You also have 2 instrument inputs that are 1/4 inch, mono or stereo, and you have a stereo aux in for like running an MP3 player or something like that that can also be part of your loop. You can see I'm running a single guitar amp, 1 mono out, but there are actually 2 sets of outs on the RC-300, and you can assign any part of the loop or whichever to any of those 4 outputs, so it's really like having separate tracks. There's also a master headphone output. There's a pair of tip ring sleeve control and expression pedal outputs, so you can control even more parameters on the fly. There's MIDI in, out, and through, and there's a USB port. Now for the USB port, you can either save your loops to your computer or you can import files from your computer. So this is the control section of the RC-300. You can see there's a master level here. Controls for each individual track and their status on, off. And the rhythm guide here as well. You've got tempo and the on-off and edit. And when you hit edit, what happens is it brings all the information up about the rhythm guide in the display here. And then you just hit this exit button over here and you're back to the title, which I titled this loop DC1, slow. These knobs allow you to adjust the input level of each individual input. This is the aux and the instrument and the mic, and you can see I'm using the instrument input, obviously. And this knob and this forward and back cursor allow you to control whatever happens to be in the display here. For example, right now, this is the different memory slots. Of course, the other ones are empty. That's what we've got. Depending on what you pull up, that's what's in there. For example, and now I'm going to turn on the effects section, and we can start editing that. You can see that allows you to decide where you want it to go, right? And that's your category. In this case, it's modulation, and I've got a flanger on, and et cetera, and exit to get out. As you can see, there are a lot of pedals on the RC-300, and that's one of the things that makes it really performance ready. Each individual track is controllable, 1, 2, 3 here. You can stop, and you can dub, record, or play. This is an all start and stop button, as you can see. There's also an effects button. This turns the effects off and on. And the expression pedal here that's built in, you can actually control effects parameters, or you can set various parameters to control. So today I'm playing a Fender American Standard Stratocaster with Seymour Duncan pickups in it and a Fender Princeton Reverb amp. And when you do hear even a little bit of gain or distortion, I'm using a radial tone bone tri-mode. The Boss RC-300 is a really deep pedal with a lot of features. I'm just kind of giving the fly overview, just sort of scratching the surface. If you have any more questions about it, please contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. And for the outro, I'm going to show how easy it is to add and subtract overdubs.